Morphin time! Yeah!
Today we are going to start a journey that begins after a war and culminates with one of the most difficult battles for the Rangers. This is a series of videos to summarize the comic book series, Charge to 100. After the destruction of the command center, after the Eltarian War, Kimberly, Rocky, Adam, Aisha, Billy, Tommy, Alpha 5 and Zordon are in the headquarters. We can see that the whole command center was smashed to pieces and the Rangers are a bit worried, except Rocky, who already started to pick up and clean up the whole place. If you saw the destruction of the command center in the TV series, then you know that it has a place underground that is more protected. Zordon explains that the place below is called the power chamber and it is the place that allows the Rangers to connect to the Morphin grid. The upstairs part of the command center that we have always known is important as well, as it was for communication, surveillance and protection of the power chamber. Without that top part, then the Rangers are exposed, and anyone can attack them so they can't reconnect to the Morphin grid. Although we all thought, including the Rangers, that there was only one command center in the entire universe, Zordon and Alpha 5 explained that it was a basic Eltarian command center and there are many just like it. Because of this, the Rangers decide to travel into space in search of another command center since without such a place the Earth is in danger. Zordon states that even though Lord Zed helped them in the previous war, he still seeks the destruction of the Power Rangers. Rocky returns home to talk to his mother and she tells him that she needs him to stay home to take care of his siblings since she must travel, otherwise she will lose her job. Rocky tries to make excuses that he has a school trip since he knows they must travel to space to find the command center. At that moment Rocky's sister arrives very surprised as if something was happening with the moon. When they all look up at the sky, they realize the moon was disappearing. But Rocky says that's a problem for the next day. In Promethea we can see Grace, the first Red Ranger and creator of the Terra Venture ship, repairing the place and receives a call from Dr. Zaskin, who confirms that the moon did not disappear, but was camouflaged. Then inside Promethea we can see Zordon, Billy and Tommy who went looking for help and tell Grace that they need her protection as the power chamber is at risk. They also asked her for an Eltar ship and 10,000 megawatts. Grace agrees to help them since the Green Ranger, who is not Tommy, comes from Promethea and he also needs the Morphin grid to access his powers. On the ship, Tommy and Aisha are getting ready, then Rocky arrives and tells them that he won't be able to go on the trip. Rocky thought he was going to disappoint the others, but they are relieved as they were planning for a ranger to stay and guard the power chamber along with Promethea's workers, so Rocky agrees to be the last line of defense. The ship takes off and quickly without wasting time Rocky is attacked by robots that only had his face, a tire and arms with laser weapons. These robots are different in that they can learn from their mistakes and continue to be better warriors. Rocky transforms and begins to destroy as many robots as he can, but they start to become too many for him alone. As Rocky tries to attack, another robot blasts him with a laser beam from behind and knocks him to the ground. One of the robots sends a message with a request asking if he should neutralize or eliminate him, but he is given the order to eliminate Rocky. At that moment, A green lightning bolt explodes all the robots that were around. At that moment, Matthew Cook arrives, the Green Ranger who works with Promethea, who also wants to defend the power chamber. Rocky is very worried and hurt. He tells Matthew that the other Rangers have already left, and he is afraid that the robots will return, but Matthew tells him that he is not alone. One of the robots continues to send images to its owner, which is King Eridan, and he sent the robots to confirm the destruction of the command center. Now the king knows that the command center is destroyed and vulnerable, that Lord Zed has retreated from the site, and that most of the Rangers are off-planet. This is the perfect opportunity to conquer Earth and destroy the Power Rangers forever, along with their source of connection on Earth. King Eridan is the worst enemy of King Mondo, the leader of the Machine Empire. King Eridan is briefly mentioned in Power Rangers Zeo, but his major appearance is in the comics. Back on the ship, Alpha 5 gathers all the Rangers, although he feels strange doing so without Zordon. Alpha tells them that he found a planet that was once inhabited by Eltarians, but they left 30 years ago. This gives the Rangers the advantage that they can find a command center without having to battle anyone and fight a battle they can't win. This planet is called Aegis 5, which is covered entirely with water. This means that the command center they are looking for is underwater, which presents a greater challenge for the Rangers. The most difficult part of the situation is that the command center is not at shallow depth, but is far away from the surface, which makes it even more difficult to get there and even more difficult to take the command center. If you like comics and you like Power Rangers, like this video, and subscribe to this channel for more Power Rangers comic book narrations.